Alright guys, so what I was going to do here, this has been this trail I've been working on, and I finally put a new section on it, so we'll just go ahead and do a walkthrough on this main trail we've built since we've had this property. And it looks like it's got a pretty good surface now. Kind of clear and dusty, not really vegetation growing on it, which is cool. Occasional root. Here's that culvert we dug in that one video. Right here. Still functioning well. There's a little trail we have that winds off to go to that porch swing there by the creek. And it goes down by the creek and does a loop and comes back up the hill right here. Here's the here's that parking lot sweeper cab that we hauled up to the edge of the trail. We haven't hauled that away for scrap yet. That was from that video. And this trail's, I don't know, about 4 to 6 feet wide, depending on where you are. It's probably actually wide enough now that I could probably drive my truck back here a good ways. We've got to trim off some. It's not really low hanging, but if I was driving my truck back here, it'd be low hanging. This is one bumpy area right here. All these roots here. And here, right behind us here is let's step over here. That rec area we're building right now in the current series of videos we've done 3 parts on so far. Still working on that. Got a handful of projects going on around here. Alright, so then there's just a tree between here and then the trail. And the trail comes down to this little wash here. And pretty deep there and right by the creek. So what I did the other day is I went ahead and got my chainsaw out. And we're getting close to the back of the property here, but I went ahead and saw like it would kind of just naturally go across this part of this little wash here where it wasn't that deep. Big old root here. And I went ahead and come up here. All right. So I went ahead and came up here. I had to bring the chainsaw. We had like a down tree in the area. You can kind of see it out. I'll take you over here. It is this one down here by the creek. But it was basically going across this whole area, so I cut it up into a bunch of little rounds and kind of just laid them down there as like markers, so you know someone doesn't go on the trail and go over the edge there. Be a good little, I don't know, 7 or 8 foot drop if you're riding a quad or something back here. So I went ahead and put those around the edge and took the chainsaw, cleared all this out. A bunch of this brush right here. A couple small little beech saplings. And then I got the Husqvarna and mowed over the whole thing. And that's where we came up originally, right there. So basically, I'm gonna step back off the trail here a little bit. So basically, here's the main trail where it came from. And yesterday I cleared out this whole round, and it goes around there, goes over to those rounds that we cut off the tree. It goes behind the 2 bigger trees there, goes around to there, over to these logs that I marked out. Come on, focus. There we go. Those logs that pipe marked there, then it comes back down here. So basically we got we have a turnaround now right at the end of the trail, and on that back area there where it goes, that's pretty much right at the back line of the property right now. There's about 2 more acres of woods behind here I would love to have, but they're not mine. I don't own them, so certainly ain't gonna trespass or build any trails on them. Of course not. But yeah, now there's a turnaround down here where there wasn't one before, where you could actually, you know, continuously drive forward if you had like a quad or something like that. So just another little trail extension built the other day. And then I took the chainsaw and I went ahead and I don't know, this, you probably won't be able to see this, but so in general I'm wanting to extend the main trail back towards the house. You probably can't see it, but I think right there through this area here, let's see, right through there, and then go back that way. Yesterday I went ahead and did some more chainsaw in there and kind of cut that out. I haven't done any clearing of all the ground vegetation you see right there or anything, but kind of cleared like a lot of the main I think a lot of the main stuff that would probably be in the way of keeping the trail going back towards the house, like fallen trees like this and such. As you can, maybe you can tell, this tree right here, I cut it up into about 6-foot sections. Didn't do anything with it yet because we're probably going to use it on our little end wall on our rec area. And then you see another tree farther out there, and I did the same thing to that one. So we basically have just a bunch of like about 6-foot logs, like I said, that we can use for stacking. So, and this orange post there, that's the property line, the south property line, so we can't go into that either. So I don't know, you probably can't see it, but let's see. Right about there is another orange post. So that's kind of the south line of the property here. Let's see, try to get you lined up right straight that way. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and eventually build the trail to loop around back there. It goes around that rec area. See, we cut, see a little closer, we cut this out. That'll be stacked soon. And yeah, this is just laying on the ground. Something that's been cut before. This little sapling have to come out. About a 1/2 incher, no big deal. Let's see if we can sneak around this thing. Okay. Coming back this way. All this is ground clutter. I can move all this stuff, no big deal. That's just a little rotten old fence post, I think. Probably just pull that over by hand. This right here, I don't know if you can see the orange post there. I don't know, it should be right about in that area somewhere. I can see it visually. Don't know if you can see it on the camera. And there's this good sized fallen tree right here. I need to chainsaw through that. No big deal. Chainsaw's cutting good since we sharpened it. Funny how that works, right? Okay. And then once we get past that, yeah, you can probably see that orange post there right now. Right in the middle almost. Okay, so then we got this fallen stuff here. It blocks the trail from walking through it, or where the trail will be. There is no trail here now. But this stuff will come down quick with the chainsaw. That'll be gone completely. Let's try to slip under this here. Let's see. So there's the orange post. I'm gonna go over towards that a little bit. Let's see. Try to see if we can see where the next property line post is. Let me do a little back siding here. So we're gonna stay over here. We don't want to get on the neighbor's property. So we cut that sapling out. Probably bring it through here, because this area here we can pretty much make a trail through here without really doing much cutting. I generally bring it this way. Cut that little limb off. So I'd love to see that next property post. Okay, so then we'll bring it through here. I just have to remember it comes by this like roll of metal fencing here. Bring it back through here. Yeah, looks about right. Nothing but a little bit of a mowing and some grubbing and coming out some little stuff like this. Bring it back through here, and then it's going to join up here. And why that is because way back in the day we did make a trail through here. You can barely see any trace of it, but I do remember it went right through here, came around this tree to the right that we're passing, goes this way. There we go. Yeah, goes up here. I think a good mow would make a lot of this stuff visible that we did before. Over here, I kick some of these branches aside so I remember where it is. Right through here. And through here. And there we go. Then it kind of brings us up to this open clearing here where this area was just always generally kept open. I like to kind of expand the backyard here. Just needs to mow down and kept up a little more. And that'll take us straight that direction to right about, let's see if I can place it right up there. And I know it's blurry with my finger there. Right there. And that's where it'll join up with that main trail back close to the house. So that's just kind of a walkthrough of the main trail we have. It's well established on the northern leg of it. And now that we did a turnaround and did some chainsawing yesterday, I guess we can start to make some progress on getting the south leg clear. And here we go. So this is actually not the main trail, but it is a little trail that goes to our house. The main trail is right there. So just do a little connect here. Probably angle it this way. Go right there. Kind of refurbish our little fire ring here that's kind of gotten messed up. The heat kind of blows them blocks apart when they're wet. Kind of redo that, and then yeah, I think we'll have a big old loop going there. So I know we don't talk a lot about the trails and stuff out here when we do our videos, and mostly tractor stuff and whatnot, but yeah, that's what the plan is. And since I did that chainsaw yesterday, and if I would have chainsawed that one big tree in that one area where you can't walk through, we would have pretty much had an area where I could almost re-mow a new trail through there and get it going. And you can see this is kind of hard and dusty and generally clear. You know, that's what happens when you use a trail over and over and over for walking, and you mow over it and you use it for quads, use it for tractors. You know, this has been our access point for a lot of our projects here. And it's kind of what happens. You could just get this nice, super smooth, you know, dusty, not muddy surface and stuff. But that section we were walking through, it's just not that way. It just takes traffic to get it there. So yeah, that's kind of the project. It's kind of the project. And I know we didn't show you this one, we just had this other trail. My wife and I made this last year. It's a pretty cool trail. You might have saw it on the trail mowing video. But it's got a pretty good surface on it now. It's been driven over several times, mowed over. I used the 430 and the Massey. Tried to fill in the dip a little bit. Right here's a little bit of a dip. fill that in a little bit with some of the stuff we took from over there, which is where we did our first stump digging video. I chainsawed this old telephone pole apart just to give us a good border here on the slope down to the creek. Takes it over here. Let's see. Then you run into this little T intersection here. Go to the right. Takes you back up towards the house. Go to the left. It takes you down towards the creek in that spot where we mentioned on the trail mowing video where we're going to build a bridge at some point. And then we'll get to the north side of the creek. And then I made a circular trail up there. My son-in-law and I made a circular trail up there a few years ago. But, you know, just because it's, you know, not easy to get a mower across there, just couldn't maintain it well. So once we get a bridge built, we'll start getting that section clear too. Because I'll be honest, guys, I'd really like to have a, you know, a piece of property here that's generally very park-like. I like trails. I like hiking. Good exercise without any anyone watching you or bothering you. And yeah, but that's kind of the idea. I'd like to get a whole trail thing going here. Like to do some signs, maybe some trail signs to kind of mark it out. If I could, at some point, I'd like to just like to be able to like make a trail map. Might have to use my automatic level where I can sight some angles and maybe try to recreate some of the measurements I take and angles and whatnot onto paper and almost get like a little trail map going. But yeah, that's kind of one of the goals we have out here. So appreciate you watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully maybe if you have any suggestions to what we're doing, or any warnings, things we could do wrong, you know, maybe just feel free to leave anything in the comment section you want. Just want to go ahead and just give me all the advice I can, because, you know, I'm into making trails. I know there's other people who are too, and any kind of interaction we can do, I'm gonna totally enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, like it. That way I know that, you know, we want to have more of the trail stuff, not just the tractor stuff, although tractors will be involved in the trail making. And yeah, just catch us next time on Tractors, Trails, and Living Free.